Are you ready?
Yo YouTube, what's up? It's Triple P. How you guys doing? In this video, guys, we're going to be diving into one of the most popular geocaching challenges out there, the Jasmer challenge. We're going to be talking about what it is, how do you qualify for it, and how do you find the caches that help you qualify for it. Let's check out all the awesome details. For anybody that's watching this, or if you're a new viewer, I post on Thursdays and I post on Sundays. I do the Geocaching Weekend Adventure series, I do the Cache of the Week series, and I have a California Fizzy series. I also have a ton of tutorials on the channel. Feel free to subscribe and you can help me reach my sub goal of 110 subs. Let's rock and roll. All right, so we have our Jasmer grid in front of us and we're ready to break it down to tell you guys how to qualify for this challenge. All right, so in order to qualify for the Jasmer challenge, you need to find one cache placed in May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December of the year 2000. And then you need to repeat that cycle for every year and every month up to the current year and the current month that we are living in. Once you have found a single cache in all of those boxes, you qualify for the Jasmer challenge. Now, there are more chances to duplicate and become a little more prestigious if you want to fill your boxes up to 4 times. If you do that, you'll be known as a quad Jasmer, and that's as high as you can go. It's actually a very prestigious acclimate that you can put on yourself because not a lot of people get that. But in order to do that, you're gonna have to find 4 caches for every month in every year. And the hardest part about that is getting the August boxes. There are only 4 current active caches that were placed in August of 2000, and one of them is all the way over in Sweden. So you're gonna have to go to Sweden at some point in order to try and become a quad Jasmer, if that is a goal that you are trying to obtain. Okay, so let's focus in on how to find or search on the geocaching.com website these older caches that are a little harder to locate and might require a little more traveling. Also, truth be told, all geocaches are Jasmer caches, and that's because you have to find a cache for every month of every year, even in the current time. So if you're out geocaching for one day and you find caches placed in 2012, 2013, 2017, 2004, those are all going to help you fill in that grid. All right, here we are. We're on the geocaching.com webpage and we're ready to figure out how to find these Jasmer caches that are older caches and where they're at on the map. So there are 2 ways you can do this. You can use the filter search, or if you're a premium member, you can go down here onto play and click on pocket quarries and go through that. If you're not sure how to do a pocket quarry, you can check out one of my other videos where I actually break down pocket quarries specifically. I'll leave a link in the description for that so you guys can check that out. Okay, under filters, right here on the cache page, we're going to click on that, and there are all types of options and customizations that you can use on this page. I usually leave the membership and the cache status and the corrected coordinates all alone. I usually don't touch those. For this particular search, I'm not interested in multis, earth caches, events, or where goes, or webcams, or mystery caches, or letterboxes. I really only want traditional caches and virtual caches. That's what I'm after. Over here under the place date, you want to click on that and it brings down a drop down menu. And you want to do between. That will give you a start date and an end date. The start date I have set as May 3rd of 2000, which is perfect. And we're gonna go all the way back in time, clicking on this button here, and we're gonna go back to the year 2003, but we're gonna do December 31st. So you can customize the year, the date, and the day that you're looking for when these caches were placed. This is a very handy search, and it's got some really great features. If you know the name of the geocache or what a keyword, you can put it in there. Over here, found status, I'm gonna go for ones I have not found. When you click on that, it will say not found by Triple P, that's me. If you know somebody that's hidden the cache, like you know their username, you can type it in here. So I can tell you he won't have any of these here because he didn't start caching unless he's adopted a cache, which I don't think he has. We're going to clear that out and we're going to leave it blank. Over here you have the slide of the difficulty from a 1 to a 5 and a terrain from 1 to a 5. I'm going to leave those the way they are. If you don't want micro caches, or you don't want micro caches or smalls, but you want regular, large, or others, you click on these and they turn white, and that means that they are out of the search queue. If you want all the cache sizes selected, just leave them how they are, bright green. Let's say you're traveling to Utah, right? You're going to type in Utah, click on Utah here, and that will limit your search to only the state of Utah. Now, let's say you only want to do the United States. You can do that too. Type in United States, it pops up, click on it, and it will limit to the 50 states that is the United States. If you scroll down a little further, there's attributes here. If you're looking for a cache that requires a boat, you can click on that. If you want a cache that's a park and grab, you can click on park and grab. You can customize these attributes however you see necessary that you're looking for in order to find these caches. So when I hit search right now, it's gonna pull up 14,030 caches that are in the United States that are placed between May 3rd, 2000 to December 31st of 2003. There's two ways you can view this. You can view it right here as a list, and you can scroll down, or if you don't like the list method, you can view it on a map. So click on map these geocaches and it's gonna map. You'll see that it only has caches in Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, and all that. Well, if you move the map to the left, okay, over this way, and you hit search this area, it will update the search for that specific area. So have no fear if you're like, I don't know how to fix that. I'm gonna go to North Dakota. Click search, and it will bring up caches in that area. If you hit the browse geocache button, it actually puts all the geocaches back on the map with not the specific features that you're looking for. So we're gonna hit search this area, and I'm gonna zoom in, and I'm gonna focus in on Indianapolis. And there are a lot of caches in Indianapolis that meet my criteria that I'm looking to find. So that's really, really cool. Okay, so let's go back, let's get out of the map. Let's go to change filters. You wanna focus in on those pesky 2,000 caches, those hard to find, hard to locate. You're gonna do the same thing, but you're gonna change the year from 2003 to 2000. This will give you every cache that was placed in the year 2000 between May and December that I have not found that is a traditional or virtual cache. Let's hit update search, and there's 62 caches in the year 2000 that I could go out and find that will help me meet my either single Jasmer, double Jasmer, triple Jasmer, or quad Jasmer goal, if that is one of my goals. Let's hit map and see where they are. So these are really, really spread out. A lot of them are over here in San Francisco, California area. There's a bunch. There's one down here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of them in that little chunk. There's a couple in Utah. There's one in Nevada. There's a bunch up in Oregon. That's not surprising because geocaching started in Beaver Creek, Oregon. There's a couple down here in Dallas, Texas area. Yeah, so as you can see, they are spread out all over the United States. No matter where you're coming from, you're gonna have quite a drive to get to these caches. And then you have to go and do the extra, hiking or walking or whatever it is in order to find them. All right, guys, well, I hope you learned a little bit about the Jasmer challenge. You know what it is, how to find those caches, and how to qualify through this video. If you're not a Geocaching with Triple P subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you guys can help me reach my sub goal of 110 subs. I'll see you guys out on the trail. Have a good one.